Today we'll be discussing the successful Canadian entrepreneur Mitchell Goldhar, and specifically we'll be learning how to learn from competition using. So first of all, who is Mitchell Goldhar? Mitchell Goldhar is a successful Jewish Canadian entrepreneur whose current net worth is approximately $2.2 billion. He's founder of Smart Centers and Penguin Pickup. If you ever seen the Smart Centers logo, that's probably because of its lead tenant, Walmart. 72% of all Walmarts in Canada are actually anchored by Smart Centers. So let's discuss Goldhar and competitive touchpoint analysis. So Goldhar first entered the entrepreneurial business by selling the concept of discount malls. So we first thought of this idea by using competitive analysis on the retailer business. It's here discovered that developers charge retailers huge rent, and that led to big prices of products. But in his words, retailers didn't put themselves out of business, landlords put them out of business. In 1994, Mitchell founded Smart Centers, whose key principle is to lead retail trends by truly understanding how consumers behave. That is through touchpoint analysis. Now, a touchpoint is any point where a consumer interacts with a company. So that may that be through advertising, through actually going to the stores and buying stuff. That's all a touchpoint. So Goldhar himself is actually known to go and camp in front of Walmart parking lots. And here, he chats with consumers and pretends to be an ordinary shopper. Through this, he obtains information on customer behavior and thinks his stores can improve. It's through this he gets a leg up on his competitors by always improving his store, and he develops his company's distinctive competency, that being unique features and benefits that attract customers and customer loyalty.
The goal of companies is to usually earn a lot of profit from selling their brand products. As other companies start to appear in the same market, they introduce their own brands of products, which reduces the amount of profit your company can earn, creating competition between the different businesses. This can be both advantageous and disadvantageous for your company. An advantage is that it'll encourage you to come up with a better idea for a product or improve on an existing one, pushing you to keep improving your company. A disadvantage is that should your idea or investment fail to produce any results, all of the funds used would be wasted. Depending on the product distributed by other businesses in the same market, they can be categorized into one of three different categories. The first one is direct competition, meaning that your business competitor has the same service or is selling the same product as your business with a different brand. An example of direct competition Smart Centers has is its RioCan Real Estate Investment Trust, while for Penguin Pickup, it would be companies that provide shipping services to their customers like Amazon. The second type of competition is indirect competition, meaning that your competitor offers the same benefit as your company in the same market with a different product. Following the previous example of Smart Centers having RioCan as direct competition, the indirect competition would be construction companies, as they would be paid to build on the land you sold. Finally, the last type of competition is invisible competition, which means any person that has the desire and capacity to offer the same products or benefits as you can be your invisible competitor. This includes foreign competitors that come to your area to expand their business.
Competitive intelligence is the process of learning, collecting, and using information about competitors for the purpose of business growth. With competitive intelligence, it is about learning and benefiting from other competitors rather than removing them. The major focus on competitive intelligence leans towards customer research through something called touchpoint analysis, which incorporates analyzing customer perceptions of a competitive product and services to find out what they find beneficial and important, as well as moments as they interact with the competitor. Penguin Pickup is a smaller company that focuses on the collection and delivery of customer products from any of their pickup locations. The idea of having a secure location to collect online purchases was discovered through a direct source of competitive intelligence with how packages are delivered to customer homes. The chance of a package being taken was a serious issue, so to accommodate those who wanted a location to collect their online orders, Penguin Pickups fit the niche. With the Smart Centers locations, information collection for the specific retail developer is a little more one-sided. Smart Centers is known as Canada's largest developer of retail real estate, with its closest Canadian competitor being Morguard Retail Leasing.
When applying one's competitive intelligence, one is able to form a strong competitive strategy. The goal of a competitive strategy is to position one's company, products, or services in a way that separates itself from the competition. There are three basic strategies. The niche or focus strategy. This is when a company heavily specializes into one corner of the market. A niche business will only focus on one type of consumer, distribution method, area of operation, or quality of product. In terms of Smart Centers, its niche focused on the product type, being retail items. In terms of Penguin Pickup, its niche focused on the consumer type, targeting those who want a fast, hassle-free way to pick up many items from one location. The differentiation strategy is focused on developing a unique, positive perception of a company in the eyes of the consumer. Goldhar employed this strategy with Penguin Pickup, differentiating themselves with product care perks not offered by other services. They offer temperature-controlled storage for your food, as well as keeping the product until you are ready, rather than forcing you to show up at a specific time. The cost leadership strategy values a low-cost producer or service provider. Of all three strategies, Goldhar focused predominantly on cost leadership. Smart Centers is focused on leasing to large tenants who offer low-cost items. You will also notice that Smart Centers doesn't advertise itself, and most of these tenants feature minimal advertising. Their price is often due to the marketing for them, or their ads specifically market the low price itself.
Every business has a competitive life cycle. This cycle follows the success of a business from its early development to its eventual downfall. It's separated into 4 stages: embryo, growth, maturity, and decline. The embryo stage. The market for shopping centers began with the first strip mall opened in Toronto in 1952. This style of shopping center was contrary to the shops at the time, which primarily lined the streets. The growth stage. Retail culture changed with the invention of enclosed shopping centers, otherwise known as the mall. With the right media buzz, suddenly the mall was the communal gathering place, and to go there was a sign of status. Competition grew fierce throughout the latter half of the 20th century, as malls began opening all over. The mature stage. Smart centers began during this phase. The mature phase is often marked by the differentiation of a product or service to better fit the consumer and to stand out among the competition. Smart centers did what no other unenclosed shopping center was doing at the time by signing Walmart as a tenant and building shopping centers that were meant to replicate the mall experience with a more inclusive business model. This is how they were able to succeed. Now we've yet to reach the decline phase, but with the rise of e-commerce and it becoming more affordable and convenient, it's only a matter of time. Although the decline stage is on the horizon for smart centers, Mitchell Goldhar's other company, Penguin Pickup, is bridging his old business model into the modern era, providing a new level of convenience and affordability. Online services emerge as a response to the popularity of the internet. In the growth stage, the internet phones make it so that these services are more portable and much easier to use. Startups everywhere are attempting to solve old problems with new technology. Now, the mature and decline stage hasn't happened for this, but we'll see in the next couple of years where it goes.
Strategistic alliances are to benefit both parties. In the case of Goldhar and Walmart, this allowed the former to create the affordable retail he wanted, and the latter to break into the international market. This has kept the relationship strong and has led to Walmart's co-branded locations with Penguin Pickup. Penguin Pickup has also partnered with places like Dollarama to give them access to the pickup market. That was our presentation. Thank you for listening, and here are our resources.